Everything that comes from the land and the sea is like coming from a garden that fills up your food storage or your freezer.
Here in Alaska, many places that you go to, their next meal does depend on hunting and fishing and opportunity. When you add in restrictions and regulation that impacts their basic need for food and culture, when you impact those things, as an agency, we better be right. And we better be able to communicate that message that following our regulations and restrictions is a good thing. So we spend a lot of time, we take a lot of great care in messaging and saying hello. And what I mean by the term hello, I mean is engaging with folks before the event, before you're out there enforcing rules and regulations.
Hi, my name is David Phillips. I'm originally from Chwathpiluk. Lived most of my life in Chwathpiluk and Aniak. My job is a refuge information technician. I travel throughout the villages along the Kuskokwim and the Yukon Delta National Wildlife Refuge in the villages to disseminate regulation, any information pertaining to subsistence way of lifestyle.
I think that builds the relationship of these children to know that the enforcement officers are not here to arrest anybody. It's a relationship building that we need to keep everybody healthy and alive.
Certain villages did not like the brown uniform coming into the village. Now, when they see us, they know who we are. There's a recognition from, wearing this badge, and so it's a positive thing because they want to come up and interact with you because they know, it's something fun.